So you have decided to get baby chicks, which is so exciting. There are a few things you will absolutely need before you get them, and you will be prepared and ready for when they arrive, and it'll be super fun to see all those little birds chirping. You'll need a brooder. Now this is one that's kind of built that we have, but you don't need to have this type of brooder. You can have just a large plastic tub from Walmart. There's some that are even bigger than this. There's some that are like this big. They can sit on the floor. That's all you need. You just need some sort of tub or container that's tall on the sides so that they can go in. So you need a brooder, number one. Number two, you're gonna need a light like this. You can get a light like this at Tractor Supply, any of your kind of feed and animal care stores. And this is a red light. It's very hot. You wanna be very careful where you place this light. When they're first super little, you're gonna clip it. I can clip it to the side of this brooder because it's wood. If you have a plastic one, an easy thing to do is just to put a ladder next to your plastic tub and clip the light to your ladder. But
nutty as a fruitcake.
This is what'll keep them warm. You always want to put it to one side of the brooder, not in the middle, because that will allow them to move away from the heat if they're too hot. So brooder, a light, and then you're going to need some sort of chicken wire or something to cover the top of your plastic tub or your wooden brooder, because after week 2 they get real sneaky and they can fly out. So something to cover it. You can even get a 2x4 to place on top, because again, you also want to keep them safe. This is our greenhouse. I've raised baby chicks in here before. I've done it in our bedroom. I've done it in the carport and in the barn, but you want to make sure wherever it is that no animals can get into them, and so that they are safe. So have that. Then the last few things you'll need are pretty simple. You'll need a water. There's a few different kinds of waters. These aren't clean right now because I don't have babies just yet, but I will soon. But these little waters are perfect for them because they're the right size that they need. What I do is just usually put a brick or two underneath them and set them in the brooder, and that way it's just the right height for the little beaks to go in. You don't want them drowning. And they're very tiny when they come, so just make sure that you have the water that's adequate for them. And then you got your little feeders, something like this. You put your chicken feed here, and it all will fall down into here, and they can peck away and do that. If you have a bunch of them and you have a really large area to keep them in, you can do feed in something like this, and then they'll peck and do their food through there. So just those are the main things. You want to have a a light source. You want to have a brooder. You want to have a water, a feeder. And then the last thing you'll need is some sort of thing to keep track of what temperature it is, just a thermometer. Because every week when you have your little babies, you're going to raise this heat source higher and higher and further away so that they have less heat. As they grow bigger, they don't need as much. So you'll need to know what temperature it is so you adequately move the light far enough away from them and they have the right temperature. So it's not that many things you'll need, but just make sure you have it all before your baby chicks arrive so you are set for success when they do.